What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to the videos. I realize I'm probably the most inconsistent YouTuber of all time, but we're back with a fun video of painting some junkyard gold I found, like I said, at the junkyard. We're gonna be putting it on the Subaru Forester today. Let's get the video started, get the Z out of the car, and I'm gonna show you guys how to paint plastic. So, let's get started. So anytime I see modifications like this, which means there was a snorkel on this Subaru, tells me that there might be some aftermarket parts on it. I did just take a look, of course, at the suspension, and that stock suspension. So whoever owned this car might have took it back to stock before bringing it to the junkyard. It is an NA boxer, which kind of sucks, and unfortunately, there's just nothing here for us to pick up. This front bumper was cut for off-roading, and, you know, I think the only thing I might be interested in is maybe this front grille. I think it is a little bit different from mine on my Subaru, since it does have this plate here. Looks like that might be maybe an STI badge or something like that. Maybe the guy put a fake STI badge on it, but other than that, pretty clean cloth interior. Obviously, like I said, modified has an aftermarket hub on here, and some of the other stuff, but pretty much this car has been just destroyed. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed those clips of the junkyard getting this piece here for the Subaru Forester. This piece is actually pretty special. I think it actually might be like a JDM piece, which is super exciting because it definitely has some badging for STI logos, new Subaru logo, of course, and things like that. So I'm very, very excited to paint this and get it all set up and ready for the Subaru. So let's just quit messing around and get right to work and start the prep work. Step number one, sanding. All right, so because this piece is completely plastic, we do need to scuff it up so that the paint has something to stick onto. We're gonna be using these 3M brown, maybe maroon looking Brillo pads. This is what all the people on the internet claim is the best for plastic. And so that's what I'm gonna use. I'm gonna use this to, you know, get it nice and scuffed up, get all any dirt and debris off of it, since it was living in a junkyard. Yeah, so I also have a bunch of like sticky 3M stuff here, so I'm gonna get the heat gun out and get this off first. So, now we can get to work.
Pretty Caroline, stone cold stunner. She was a winner, started working at the diner. Serves you some reminder to count your blessings, 'cause it's telling fair.
2 hours later.
It's telling fair, put you down and leave you dead, don't make them scared. Yeah, it's the ugly truth. How they coming for you.
So we got all of the silver paint off the front grille, but that's not without absolutely destroying my hands. My hands are completely raw from the Brillo pads and just getting in there in the nooks and crannies. But we are ready to finally kind of strip this thing of all the dust and oils and things like that. So we're actually gonna take it to the front yard and spray it down with water and then come back in, wipe it down with a degreaser a few times, and then maybe we'll get to paint soon. Hopefully that happens. All right, so now the surface is prepped and we are good to go to use this heavy duty citrus degreaser on the plastic. Essentially all this is going to do is make sure that all of the hand oils and any nasty stuff that are just on there that maybe the sandpaper or the water didn't get off, is just gonna make sure that it is handled, clean, and ready for paint. So let's get to doing that. All right, crew, we are finally ready to paint, and we are going with black paint. It is meant for a plastic. It is a paint and primer, so I don't have any primer going on over it or anything like that. With how fine that Brillo pad is that we use, the brown Brillo pads that we use to scuff the surface, the scratches are so small that primer in the paint's already going to fill it, and I think we should be fine. Now, I have no idea, I could be talking out of my butt here, but I think we're going to be okay. It is a little cold outside, so not ideal, but we're going to go ahead and get this painted black and see how she turns out. So, once again, I've said it all video. Let's get to work.
I know you never giving up unless it's real. A slippery slope, it's not enough to please you. Pretty Caroline, stone cold stunner.
Alright, so after coat number 2, we're looking pretty dang good. The only thing we're running into is we're not quite getting in to the crevices of the mesh. So we're gonna have to figure out how to do that.
She was when I started working at the dime. Services of her mind to count your blessings 'cause it's time.
2,000 years later.
Hello! It's been about a week since we last filmed, and it's time to finally install the front grille on the Subaru. The weather's been crazy. It took literally a week for this paint to dry, so time to install. Let's go. And just to give you guys a quick little recap, here it is 4 coats later, looking just about as pristine as I'm willing to give it. There's a little bit of imperfections. Is the front grille perfect? No. But it is about a 10-footer, and that I'm proud of. I put 4 coats of paint on it, and I think it looks good enough. I think nobody's gonna be really inspecting it that heavily, and plus, it'll be better than this crustiness right here. So I'm excited about it. I think the front grille is gonna hide the light bar better too, and that I'm excited about. So let's stop talking and get into the install.
No. Pretty Caroline, stone cold stunner. She was a when I started working at the dime. Services of her mind to count your blessings 'cause it's time.
Okay, so now I'm gonna get this Subaru logo and this chrome trim transferred over to this grille. The obvious issue here is that it's blue and chrome, which is not gonna match with the blacked out aesthetic here. So I am going to buy, I think, some vinyl overlays instead of paint it, because frankly, it's just too cold, too humid, and too wet right now in Texas, and I really don't wanna wait like a week for all of this stuff to dry again. So we're just gonna buy some vinyl overlays and kind of vinyl it black. Hopefully that works.
Yes, the ugly truth. How they coming for you. Yeah. No, don't you think you're better off where the neighbors don't stare? Maybe you're
I'm not sure what kind of double-sided sticky tape Subaru uses to adhere their logos, but good Lord, is it sticky. Because I had to use this heat gun for like 15 minutes just to even try to get this to budge. But it is good to know that it's just double-sided sticky tape. So that's what we will be using to replace all of this. This is gonna be a pain in the ass to take off.
I know you never giving up unless it's real. A slippery
Overall, I think this new front grille looks really good. Now, I think it's definitely better than the OEM. It's not exactly what I was thinking. It might be too glossy, so I might have to find a matte clear coat or something like that. But overall, I am very, very happy with the outcome of this. Definitely think we're gonna be vinyl wrapping the Subaru logo. Gonna leave it off for now just because I don't want to have to deal with the sticky double-sided tape and heat gunning and all that stuff. So with that, I'm gonna leave you guys here and we'll see you in the next video diagnosing some more things with the cars. Hopefully getting some test pipes and maybe even some Z1 shorty headers for the Z. So with that being said, guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.
Pretty Caroline.